And I hear your story. And to me, how do we teach young kids to find their passions at a young age while not just picking one sport, not just picking one activity? In your mind, like, what is that process like that we can encourage other families and other children that they don't have to worry about burnout because the desire to do it is self-manufactured? It's hard. It's very difficult.
It's so hard. It's so hard. And I've been lucky enough. It's unfortunate. It's fortunate. To work in the gymnastics world for a while now and to see parents firsthand kind of go through this challenge. And I think what happens is we as parents want so much for our kids, understandably so. And I think whenever I see burnout within the gymnastics world, it's because a parent wants it for their kid more than the kid actually wants it for themselves. And the amount of times I've had parents pull me aside and say, what do I need to do to set them up for success? And I just think it's completely backwards. I truly do. I don't think there's any system to it. I don't think there's a playbook of how you make it to the NFL or how you make it to the Olympics. There isn't. I think what you need to do as parents is give your child the best opportunity to be exposed to the most, to as many different options of hobbies and opportunities and experiences and sports and classes as you can, and then let them pick. I think one thing you can do as a parent is encourage commitment, because I think everything's going to be difficult. You're going to be faced with roadblocks and challenges throughout the way of anything. But I truly believe we were all given like a talent in something, and it's just our job to find it.
Yeah, you have to cast a wide net. And I
Yes.
think specialization is something, and I know your children are young, and I'm sure at some point they'll enter into this crazy world. And every year, I just think back to when I was a kid, and even after I was decided, all right, I'm going to be a college football player. I'm senior in high school, and I'm on the track team, and I'm playing basketball. I wasn't good. Like, that was not playing those sports because I was going to continue to play beyond that level. That was just what kids did when I was growing up.
Yes.
You tried new things. Even if they weren't your best sport, you just kept going. What I'm seeing now is the idea of specialization. What I think the adverse effects physically and mentally of always doing the same thing, I understand. But the point that I think is so important that you make is if you don't cast a wide net at a young age, you didn't get forced into gymnastics and then developed a passion. You cast this wide net and you found gymnastics, and gymnastics in essence found you. The same thing was with me in football and so many other people that I know. It's for the young kids that are pressured that you need to make a decision because you're a really good 11-year-old basketball player, and now all of a sudden the other sports stop. Well, what if at 17 you were going to be a really good basketball player? Or what if at 17, even if you weren't a good basketball player, what if that was your true love? What if that was your passion you wanted to spend 20 hours a week doing? We don't allow kids to find it, because if they haven't made up their mind by 10 or 12 years old to get on that travel team, to get on this elite performance team, there's a keeping up with the Joneses concept where you almost feel like your kid's being left behind.
Absolutely, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. I think when people take sports so seriously at the age of 3, 4, 5, 10, that coaches are like, oh, there's no chance for her to even start or try.
Right.
It just makes me laugh, because that's not how it works, and that's not how talent works. And I can also speak to, like, firsthand coaching in the gymnastics world. I have seen some of the most talented gymnasts, just like natural talent, come through the sport who don't enjoy it. And they just quit because they're like, this isn't it. And I have seen girls come through that sport who are not meant to be gymnasts, who end up doing so well and get D1 scholarships because they love something so much that they're willing to work through what issues arise.